Before you decide to get a pet, especially a dog, you need to make sure that you have the necessary space for them in your home. Unfortunately, many people try to cram their animals in living quarters that are way too tiny. Hennessy, a 6-year-old French bulldog, spent several months living with his owners in a cramped single bedroom. When they finally bought their first home, Hennessy's dad, David Macchio, decided to treat him to something truly special, especially since the pooch had to endure several months living in a single bedroom in David's mother's house. Their new home had a gorgeous white staircase, which inspired David to come up with a very creative idea. A few days after David and his wife finally moved in all of their things and began to get settled, David went into his shed and brought back a bag of tools. Using a hammer, drill, and saw, he began to make a hole into the side of the staircase. What exactly did he have planned? As David had suspected, there was a decent-sized cavity underneath the stairwell. David worked every Sunday for an entire month clearing out all of the drywall and debris that was underneath. Eventually, the space was entirely empty. David bought white paint and matching wooden floorboards so his newly carved alcove would look like it naturally blended in with the rest of his new home. Even David's wife wasn't entirely sure what he was doing, but David was extremely excited about his project. After the white paint was finished drying and the stain on the wooden floorboard settled, David took his drill and started putting up pictures of Hennessy on the 3 small walls in the nook. Why would David put pictures up in a space that was too small for anyone to see? Hennessy was so intrigued by the entire project that he couldn't help but investigate every square inch of David's miniature room. Little did Hennessy know, this special undertaking was going to be entirely for him. After David was completely done with the trim around the base of the small alcove, he placed Hennessy's doggy bed right in the center, and guess who immediately made himself cozy in his adorable new bedroom? None other than the precious pup himself. David also installed a tiny nightlight for Hennessy in case he had trouble finding his way in the middle of the night. David wanted Hennessy to feel as comfortable as possible in his new home since moving can sometimes be traumatic for animals. David and his wife both thought of Hennessy as their son, and they only wanted the best for him. He had to put up with several uncomfortable months cramped up in David's mother's home, and now he gets to enjoy his own personal puppy bedroom.